Well, good morning. It is a chilly, chilly morning. Although in the apartment it's nice and warm. Um, I got the weirdest phone call today from Social Security. Apparently, something was wrong with my case or something, but we straightened it all out, and I'm going to end up getting a little check with some extra funds. So I'm really excited about that. Like, how cool that they caught that my case wasn't completed, I guess. So, nonetheless, it's a little bit of a Christmas miracle, I guess. Sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth because, like, yesterday I felt pretty okay, but my throat kind of hurt and I was doing a lot of teas. And then today when I woke up, I still have a little bit of congestion in my brain and my head, but I feel like my throat is super dry. So instead of like chomping on gum, I thought I would use a cough drop. In fact, last night around 2 o'clock, I woke up and I was so thirsty. So I'm trying to drink water and trying to go back to sleep. And I finally got a cough drop. And then I think I didn't go back to sleep till about 4 because I was just wide awake. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. Sometimes that just happens because um, I think that sometimes insomnia can kick in, which is something that happens with people who have medical issues. Actually, it's a kind of a red flag to be looking out for. Is when you have insomnia, what's off that your body doesn't want to sleep. Sometimes it's mental, and sometimes it's a physical thing. But I know when I go into my like doctor's appointments and stuff, they'll always ask me like, how is your sleeping? Um, and it could be also a way to find out, like whether I'm super stressed over something or um, what's the depressed. I don't get depressed enough, I guess. So I don't remember what the word is, but nonetheless, I was busy getting so many things done this morning when I got the phone call. So I continued to do what I could. But I had wanted to take Smokey out to go potty before this exchange, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go out there, which is better anyways because it's just a little warmer and the sun's out and all that. Um, and we've been enjoying our walks in the morning because it's been just so beautiful and the weather's been slightly chilly, but enough where you wear a sweatshirt, then you're not too bad. Um, which is probably why people live in Tucson because it's just so nice when it is this kind of temperature and you're not having heavy, heavy snow. Although I would be happy to have snow. I like the snowy weather. So I don't know. Anyways, one of the things I got when I was over at DaVita a couple days ago was Deborah had told me that other countries are going to be manufacturing our dextrose because of the situation with the hurricane, I guess, or flooding, whatever, in North Carolina and all that whole debacle, right? So she gave me this pamphlet, which apparently my Baxter driver was supposed to give me, but he didn't. I'm just continuously humored by the lack of communication between businesses, organizations, companies, and it's across the board with most everything. So it's not just like DaVita, and it's not just Baxter. I run into it all the time. I'm supposed to check when my next order comes in to see where my dextrose is coming from. And I'm kind of like, what does it matter? Is if it's approved for me to have it, why would there be an issue? Like, why do I need to check it out? Or maybe it's to check it out that it may look different. And so it could cause an alarm. Again, who cares? Because at least we have it. Although when I told Donnie last night, he was like, where's it coming from? And I'm like, I don't know. I think he's a little concerned with like, what is the quality of manufacturing in a different country than what we might be getting here in America or Mexico. Um, I I don't know. Like, I don't want to think about that too much because that would be very problematic. However, I'm a firm believer that we're being poisoned anyways in our country because of our food and the processed, preservative, dyed, filled crap of food that are lining our grocery stores. And so I don't really feel too alarmed by getting dextrose from another country. I wish we got more food from other countries because it would be better than the food we get. But I'm hoping that everything's fine and it's not going to be a disaster, because sometimes we get a product and then it's recalled. It happens all the time, depending, like, it doesn't even matter what country it comes from. It just happens. And so we always have to be ready for that too. So I don't know. And this is interesting because it says temporary PD solutions. So I'm like, so we must be just getting this temporary kind until our companies are back up and able to manage. I don't know. That's all behind the scenes stuff, I guess. What's crazy too is like, Smokey, he's like, I gotta go potty. What's interesting is that we have all this to look through. You can tell it's like quite a bit of stuff. Like, I'm kind of like, why? I guess to be informed. I was given this, which is great because at least that level of communication is happening. But on the other hand, I'm like, but what do I do with it? Like, because this paper says temporary home patient inventory form. Why do I have to do that? Like, am I having to check off what I get? I don't understand. It still says Baxter on there, so I'm assuming I just order from Baxter. So I guess they're showing us different styles. Like, this one is from Thailand. So if my bag looks like this, apparently it's from Thailand. If it looks like this, it's going to be from China. How wonderful, like, so many countries make it. I would not think that Thailand would be a company that makes dextrose, but why not? Another style from China. Oh, this is interesting. Ireland. Ireland looks like this. That would be cool. Singapore. Whenever I hear the name Singapore, I always think of Captain Jack Sparrow. Because those movies were so funny. Pirates of the Caribbean. He's like, clearly you've never been to Singapore. So I guess it's like different. I don't know if I can show you here. Like, different things like this will be different. But again, I think like the majority of everybody is going to just be glad that we get something. It'll be interesting to see how it connects together, because I'm assuming the connectors are all going to be lined up and everything's going to be fine. Otherwise, that would be peritonitis. So, yeah. I don't know. This is a whole new thing. I honestly feel overwhelmed by this stuff because it's like, I don't know. In some ways, it's like, why does it matter? Like the Baxter boxes will look a little different, I guess, from China. And the connector here is not what we're used to right there. See the blue thing? We're not used to it looking like that, but that's okay. So I guess to just kind of show you from like every place what is going to look a little bit different. Maybe your boxes look a little different. Okay, so we got interrupted because whenever there is Medicare or Medicaid or insurance re-enrollment time, they feel like they have to call me every day. And they do. They call me every day, almost every hour. It's so annoying. I don't know how I got on that call list, but I hate it so much. In fact, I was thinking about changing my phone number because I'm just so sick of it. Unfortunately, so many people have my phone number, and since I'm in the music scene in Tucson, that's how they get a hold of me, and it's kind of hard to start over and reboot. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but that's just so annoying. Because no matter what I'm doing, they're always calling me, and it's usually not even a person. So that that part sucks. And sometimes I'll wait until I actually get to a person and I'll tell them, you've called me 4 times today already. I'm not interested. Then they get mad and they hang up, but they don't take me off the call list. So I don't know what to do. Anyways, so when the new boxes come, I'm hoping that they do come from Ireland. That would be really cool. Or Canada. That would be really cool. I don't know where they're going to come from. I don't know that it really makes much of a difference, though, because at least it's just what we need. So I'm not going to stress about it, as long as everything looks good and as long as the connecting part of it is good. Because that would be my worry, is to make sure that none of it is half-ass made, basically. So that's the next thing, I guess. I'm hoping that Baxter is going to be the same in ordering what I need, because that's super easy. But we'll see how this goes. And I don't think I need an order for at least another week or two, at least. So, I mean, like, to put in an order to have it come. So, anyways, that's about it for today. I'm going to probably try to drink some warm tea before I take Smokey out, because now I am pretty cold. Once I move around the apartment, too, I get warmed up. And then once I start sitting, I feel like once I sit, then I start to get cooled down. And then the other frustrating thing is, like, sometimes I'll get warmed up and then it'll be like I'll be doing some stuff, and then all of a sudden it's time to do another exchange. So it's like the process again, but that's the least of my worries. So I don't need to complain about it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.